пишет.
Функция записи недоступна.
Ну, у нас же сейчас стрим идет, и, по идее, он должен в конце сохраниться.
Да, давайте я тогда начинаю. Передам плавно слово, вступительное слово, как договаривались, потому что что-то сделаем, обрежем. Hi guys, we can fail these technical moments. Now, let's a few minutes for example moments that we get started, and about our structure, I propose conversation following my colleagues Nico, Dmitry, and Max. Yes, Max told me to our conversation with pleasure, and you can see that, but yeah, and then our staff also. We answer the questions from the questionnaire that you asked during the week. And after receiving the answers, we will happy to talk with you additionally on other issues. We can receive a lot of questions. Also, and now we will try to tell you much detail as possible what's new in our projects. Most of the questions were related to the big update of Ubistake. So we can start with Senate Notary questions. And the first question, what we know about partnership and cooperations. It is a question for...
Okay, hi guys, there is a problem to show us. We are all here. Max is here, Nika is here, Rita is here as well. It's her first MA, and we're experiencing a little bit difficulties with translation video. Okay, let's talk about partnerships and cooperations. As you know, recently we finished with Tested Web. Now they are rebranding to Polygraph AI, a unique service that will identify any kind of data, text, video, audio, and so on for AI usage. And we will be taking part in this process. The details will be provided later. Then we finished with the integration of the sound metric, music analytics, and copyright protection service. And by the end of this month, you will be able to taste it by yourselves. We are also communicating with Acceleration Group. And besides that, negotiations are underway to notarize a digital catalog of diamonds. It's a request from a rather big factory, and we'll think that we will get prospective partnership with them. As soon as the negotiations are successful and all the agreements are signed, we, of course, will be able to talk about these things.
Okay, thank you. And we can start talking about the next question. It is related to Senate Notary with a new polygraph. How many transactions can we expect a month?
Well, this is the more question for Yahoo, but knowing him, we can expect a good number of transactions.
Okay, thank you. And the next, our question, related to Senate Notary, with the new polygraph of how those team plan to utilize a partnership and their relationship with Amazon Walmart ATC from a marketing brand perspective. Has Max spoken to Jakub to see if we'll be open to it? It is a question for Max.
Microphone.
Yes, hi guys, I'm Margarita. So actually I would like to continue to answer the previous question because you know, we expected several 100,000 of transactions from previous version of Tested Web, but now I think with new more wide functionality, we will expect more than several 100,000 transactions per day. So we are really happy that they extended their functionality, and our partners have such clients like big names like Amazon, Walmart, and so on. But I would like to, it would be to refrain from any speculations, because you know, in crypto, if you start talking about big names, people starting to to make FOMO and so on. So we just wait when we will serve them as a key technical partner of Polygraph, because we provide an authorization. It's quite important. It's quite an important feature of our partners, for our partners, and they all of them, all of their transactions will be notarized, and of course, when there will be such clients like Amazon and Walmart, we will have a lot of transactions and a lot of job for silent notary. So our digital notary will be really busy. So that's why. But again, as to marketing and brand awareness, I would like to be quite careful, because big names, they don't like any speculation. So let's just let's just perform our part, and we will just serve them, and we should provide stable, cheap, instant, and reliable service. That's it. And maybe if there will be some joint PR and marketing programs, of course we will be happy. We will be happy to jump on and use such opportunity. But it will depends on clients of Polygraph.
Mm-hmm.
So of course we will use such opportunity if we will have such things. But let's wait. And I'm always more skeptic, and maybe not so. I just want to refrain from speculation. So we will use our service. Our service is not like it was 1 year ago. It's much. We have a new technical basis, and we have a new functions, and you have. It's much more stable. We have no any problems with network like we had previously, and we are ready to serve such big companies. So I tried to answer this question.
Thank you much for the answer, and maybe we can get to the next question. It is the sixth question. What are the plans for the Silent Notary mobile app? It is a question for Nico.
Mobile app. The mobile application is currently in need of further development, and this app is not only to design. We have added a teamwork feature. First of all, this functionality was created for teams and organizations to work together on data validation. And now this function needs to be added for mobile user. So it's in our plans for mobile apps.
Okay, thank you, Nico. And one more question for Max. Is the burning process of UBCN tokens still on the table? I mean, the UBCN tokens come from Silent Notary service fee. What percentage of UBCN tokens related to Silent Notary transaction fee will burn? It is a question from our member. Max, can you tell us about this point, please?
We have it was described several years ago when this just started the Silent Notary project. It was described in a white paper. I even remember, I think it's about like page maybe 20 or something like that, because quite regularly I see such questions, and we have no any changes. We will burn tokens, and maybe it's necessary to explain it better. I think, Rita, we should think about some clarification, because this is a key feature of tokenomics. So it should be very clear for our community how everything is looking and organized. So I'll explain again. Just give me a few minutes. 20% of the value of any transaction for a client of silent notary will be used. You can make an analogy with license fees. I mean license fees when you use some software. So this 20% will be used to redeem tokens from market, and all the tokens will be burned. So service pay, such analogy of service fee, and thus decrease amount of tokens in circulation. So there are few different things. For example, if you hold tokens and you use them to support silent notary concilium, I mean silent notary blockchain in our Ubix network, you will receive some amount of Ubix coins used to pay for transactions. But at the same moment, some amount of tokens will be burned. They will be redeemed by service from markets and will be burned and decrease circulation. I think this feature is very important, and if you will some plans to change it, we will discuss, of course, with our community. But for now, the economic model is the same like it was described in white paper, and everything and only changes in such important features of the project. So it should be discussed and described and in silent notary white paper first, of course. So everything will stay like it was described previously. So we just follow our initial plan, and we will have a burning of UBSM tokens. We will have a distribution of fee for transactions, and if we will have some changes, we will discuss with community, and of course, if community will support some new mechanism, like for example, to distribute dividends between token holders, we will use this mechanism for sure. It's just up to our community and current token holders what they would prefer, which mechanism.
Okay, Max, thank you. Thank you. And from our viewers, we also have a new question. It is a question from the MG, a member. Is network ready to handle all these daily transactions? Maybe Nico or Dmitry can answer this question.
Once again, please.
Is network ready to handle all these daily transactions?
Sure. The network capacity is great. I think Max can add something like about network capacity.
Okay, good. Thank you. And the next our question is question about marketing and marketing plans of our products. What are the marketing plans of Ubistake? It is a question about my welcome. And yes, thanks for the question. First of all, we will work with strategic marketing, strategic and analytical marketing. That is, our activities will not be tied to some single moment performances. They will be tied to long-term goals, long-term perspective goals. So first of all, this will be getting the tools. And now we will start working with paid channels. It is Google PPC, bloggers, mass media, also working with new partnership collaborations. I use all kinds of ways to draw attention to the project. And for example, at the moment, we notice activations on other our projects by our ecosystem. It is, for example, our crowdfunding. Actually, now we are already writing content, texts for the silent notary activities, and probably we will launch them literally next week. I plan to start our promo in the near future. And in the near future, we will see new qualitative changes in marketing strategy, marketing planning, and not only on silent notary, this will be also Ubistake from near times. Yes.
That's great.
Thank you. And we can get our question number 8. Why BCN is not included in any good exchange? What about new listings? Can TM ensure this year is finally when UBCN will be included in the top 1? It is a question for Max.
As to listing and good exchange, we have an agreement, and it would be better to say not agreement. We have a contract, a listing contract with one of the best exchanges and top exchanges of on the market, and we agreed quite a long time ago. But in this contract, you have some obligations. We should achieve some business goals first. I mean, it should be I can't maybe explain in details, but the main goals is business and real life adoption. So we should start service for our clients, and we should achieve some specific parameters. So we are waiting when we will be able to finalize and to achieve these parameters, these goals, and after that we will be listed for sure. So it's not just common rules or some. It's a contract. It's a contract. So when we will be ready, we will be listed. So we just we just follow this this contract. That's why we are focused on. That's why we are focused on business development right now to serve new clients, and after that we will be because it was very important for this exchange, not to list just a project without clients, like 90% of projects in crypto, but it should be solid project. So they have some requirements, and I support actually such restrictions because it will be much more better for clients, for for community to have a major project that on exchange, but not like one more startup without real life adoption at all.
Yeah, really.
So we are on our way. So our guys, Dmitry and Nika, they're doing a great job to launch to serve our big clients. So just wait a bit, please. Okay.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you, Max. Thank you.
Okay, thanks.
And the next question, is there any additional rewards for UBCN holders in Ubistake?
Yeah, it all depends on where you hold your UBSN. If you use UbiQE, then you get 0.1% daily airdrops and referral commissions if you have any. And if you hold them in Ubistake in dividends, you will receive 0.1% of daily airdrops and an additional percentage from the income of the service itself. Dividends will be shared in UBX tokens, and your rewards can be 0 for some period, of course, when the project is not, and rather big than 0.1% per day if the service is used by clients or partners more intensively.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. And what about the next question? It is 10 question. Is it possible to create micro projects on Silent Notary?
Good question. And here we smoothly move on the new Ubistake functionality. And using this question as an example, let's talk about a new cool bundle like 4 tokens and Ubix Exchange and Ubistake and Silent Notary in this case. Let's start with the main point. We have added functionality of distributing dividends across projects. Currently, we have included support of 6 Ubix ecosystem projects, including staking. And now we're ready to offer this functionality to our community and clients. Perhaps you have already considered attracting some investments to your projects, but there is a lack of understanding of how to make that, how to make everything transparent for all the participants. In that case, the combination of Ubistake and 4 tokens and Ubix Exchange provides a really good opportunity for your business to establish transparent relationships with your partners and clients. For example, you can issue your token on the 4 tokens platform, and people interested in supporting your product are able to buy them, thereby investing in your project. Good deal is the fact that tokens issued with 4 tokens are listed in our Ubix Exchange, and you will only need to transfer a defined part of profit to the distribution address in Ubistake, and the service will automatically distribute the profit proportionally to the number of tokens held by the users. And add here Silent Notary functionality on notarization of various data, and that's it. As a result, you will get a specific project made with the help of several Ubix network applications.
Okay, thanks. And what about marketing bonus? Also, now we are looking a project for Ubistake, which we will get to sell all the technical details and points and help them set up distribution profits for their projects. It is we're working now about point. We will cover the details.
Yeah.
On
so
this.
If you have good idea, do not hesitate. Write community Telegram chat.
Yes, you can improve. You can improve your project and maybe a project of your friends or colleagues. And we will cover the details on this item in the next conversation. And the next point, the next question, could you identify the top 30 big SIM holders? Well, team, treasure, exchange, etc. It is
I'm answer. Ubistake series has 2 main token holders, the series team itself and investors. All profit generation by the service is distributed between these parties according to the number of tokens. The service uses its part of the funds to support and develop the functionality. Investors dispose of their profits at their own discretion.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Nico. What is your strategy to raise awareness of Ubistake outside of crowdfunding task Twitter posts? We plan to launch advertising campaign in the media, bloggers, PPC, like on Silent Lottery. An action plan has already been prepared, and we are waiting for implementation after creating primary cases on point of the 11 question release. Also, we plan to actively develop our community in Telegram by all active metrics. We will start with the launch summit. Question.
We already started. As you see, our groups are rising.
Yes, it will be a global promotion. Are you setting Ubistake up to become a staking service for all coins in the crypto market?
So far, we integrated all Ubix tokens, as well as we said before, perspective tokens with an interesting idea that will be issued on 4 tokens platform. But we are also considering the idea to add other POS projects to the platform.
Okay, and as well. For other coins, yes, it is question 14. For other coins and tokens that use Ubistake, what denomination currency we will reward be paid? For example, will it be Ubix or Dream our token?
Look, you will get everyday airdrops for UBX and UBSN if you hold your tokens in Ubistake. Airdrops are paid in UBX and UBSN accordingly. And if you hold, for example, UBXE or UBXM or other UBX network tokens in Ubistake, all rewards will be paid in UBX tokens. So that's good because you can start receiving UBX airdrops and post-taking rewards immediately after you get your earning from dividends.
Okay. And the next question from our member. First of all, we are loving the progress and development so far where Drive, Fuchsia, and Dare for the Ubix network. My question is the withdrawal of Ubistake manually done or automatically. Sometimes it takes longer than usual. Thank you. It is question from
and question. The question of deposit or withdrawals always rest on the network speed. If you are lucky enough to request withdrawal with several thousand more users, and sometimes there may be delay. Usually we quickly respond to such incidents, so if your transaction takes longer than usually, you can contact the support.
Okay. And the next, when there were dividends for UBXME, UBXC, and UBCN start running? This also question for Dmitry.
They are already running. We have some glitches with the display of income, but generally dividends are distributed once a day when the so-called profit distribution address is deposited. Every project has different settings, and for example, UBXM profits distribution is made once a week.
Okay, and the last question from our list. What's your objective and plan with Ubistake?
Let me start. First of all, we want to provide users and the community with a product that not only allows for passive earnings through the POS protocol opportunities, but also solves the problem of attracting investments for projects and distribution, the resulting profits to investors, and that are transparent for all participants involved in the process. That's the main idea. In the future, our plans include developing of new mobile application and integrating new convenient ecosystem services into it, launching a partners program, simplifying the registration process for projects to work with the dividends distribution service for end users. That's a brief review. You can also find the main goals we are working on in our roadmap site anytime.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you guys for your attention. We want to connect with you, and if you have other questions, you can ask them in the chat. And if you have something question now, you can write it us up on our top chat on our stream. We will waiting 1 minute. Okay, thank you, Jokesh. I don't see many goals. Okay.
Thank you, Rita. I know you have a very busy schedule, so it was not easy to organize this AMA session, and it was a really great idea to hold a session with our project leaders and our dev team, because they are not only on the edge of current development, but it will be really important for our community to see who is developing, who is holding the code, and who is coding every day and solving all issues, all current moments, who answer in support chat, not only in Telegram or only in support, but to see face to face. I hope next time. I hope that next time we will have no issues with video streaming, and will be not only in Audio Connect, but we will see each together on YouTube channel. So thank you, Dmitry and Nika, for joining MA, and yeah, I know you have a lot of questions you receive every day, but I see almost all of you you're trying to answer online on daily basis.
Yeah, that's right.
But sometimes it's very important just to organize everything and to answer to discuss it, to discuss some most important questions online. So if there are no any other questions, we can finish for today, right? Or we have some other question, Rita?
Yes, we have a new question on the end of our translation. But do you plan to show the holder's wallet? It is a question from Debbie Smith. Also, have a new question from him. How do we see the wallets holding on Ubistake? This question may be for you, Max.
For every project, we should have a very clear explanation of main token holders. It's quite a standard, practice. So we should for sure make the same for all our projects, like Ubistake, like Silent Notary, like for Ubix, they have one, but maybe if you need some more additional info, no problem at all. It's quite standard thing. When we list any token on tracker like coin market cap, we fill quite a lot of forms, and one of the most important part is main token holders. And everything should be explained very, very clear. Like, for example, for UBXM holders, for UBSM, there will be some hot wallets, for example, for our Ubistake exchange, for staking service, for Ubistake. So everything should be explained to provide all necessary info to our community. So no issue. If we have no such explanations, I think it's a good question. And guys, let's make some endpoint which will return all data for our main addresses. I mean, like Ubistake, hot and cold address, like for address related to Ubix exchange or other exchanges, to wallet teams, team address, and so on. So all such information should be provided to our community.
Okay, let's do such section.
It's not difficult. I mean, like for backend, we just need to come up with where we should publish it, because there will be some online data on our website or maybe on our wiki pages. So we just need to find a good place for this info. Maybe in Ubistake there will be a section for token information. Maybe in this page, I don't know. Let's discuss in our
meeting.
Give meetings, and we will find good solution for sure. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. Also, we want to thank for your kind comments and for comments of the page. You are working with Silent Notary for years, and thanks for kind comment of Kit. Good morning, team. Looking forward to big moves on sound session. Thank you.
Thanks, Rita, for organizing this meeting.
And so sorry for our failure with demonstration. We haven't access, and
it's first time. Okay, nice.
Yes. And
thanks, Max, for joining us too. I think community will be very happy to hear you.
Okay, but our users don't want to go out. And we have a new question. It is a question again from David Smith. Question: how about the design of the Explorer to make it easier for us to understand and use? It was on roadmap that this will be distributed. It is question about our design. Maybe Max or Dmitry, you can tell us about this point.
As far as I know, the development of more convenient and UX-friendly Explorer is processed. Yes, Max?
Yes, sure. A new
Explorer.
Yes, there was some background noise. If I understood correctly, the question was about our Network Explorer, right?
Yeah.
I hate old version because it's very difficult to use on mobile, and if you drive and you got some urgent question about some problems, and for example with some transactions and so on, you can't. It's very difficult to use. So our guys developed a new version. It was tested successfully, so I just should push them a bit to upload it on yes, and start to use a new version. So we used quite a simple and much more convenient interface we have of course some difficulties because we called initially we plan to use something like as a scan or well-known and convenient and already standard interface for users, but in our case we can't use such standard interface because we have not a standard network. Not only because of our acyclic graph and so on, but because of we have different blockchains inside. We have smart contracts in such in different blockchains. So we had to find some compromise. So and of course we wanted. I just wanted to explain that one of the main goals of not just to show some transaction, but to explain what the current state of the network as well, about current transactions, about graph as well, how everything is going well on, or maybe some issues. Like you start, for example, as a scan, you see first gas price, you see transactions, you see load on the network, and so on. So all such things should be displayed as well. So let me check, and I will push our devs to upload a new version as soon as possible. Okay, because I know it's a big headache. We need a new better Explorer for sure. Okay.
And I think maybe towards the last question, and thank for the rest members. I also we will improve all our points and everything. It is will be in technical background. It is will be in marketing points, marketing strategy. And David Smith not want end of our transition. The final question for him. With the growing supply of Ubix, which has doubled since the last all-time high, do you still expect that our tokens will retain value when millions of coins are printed daily? Yes, it is was final question from David Smith.
Rita, we are talking about which token? It's about UBSN or
about Ubix?
Ubix. Yes, we have a distribution of our amount, and of course total support is increasing, but the speed of distribution is decreasing. So like we planned, and we follow our formula to decrease it every year. So first year it was quite a lot of tokens were distributed. Next year they will be around 30% less. Next year it will be around 1/2 less, and so on. We have some knowledge of halving in like it, not like in Bitcoin, of course, but the same new tokens, new distribution will be less, will be decreased each year. So there will be a very small amount in few years distributed between token holders. But I hope it will there will be another price, so it will be worth to hold for distributions even in few years. So we have several processes like distribution, like market state and current bear or bullish market, and of course of our marketing efforts. So all of these processes, of course, have some detune our current price, and of course we have sometimes we have some speculative, very maybe sometimes huge waves of hot money and aggressive and investors going mad, and market is going mad, and so so-called bullish market. Of course, it will, if it will have some, we will see a really interesting figures. But for me, it's much more important to have a stable basis. Not we shouldn't rely on market state, and we should have a basis which provided by not some speculations or just the PR, but provided by stable income from service of end clients, like we discussed before for silent notary, the same for Ubistake. All these projects they focused on end clients, and that's why we are developing such projects on our network, on our protocol, to create such fundamental basis to be absolutely stable, and we should not rely on any and depend on any marketing on any market state and current bullish or bearish market. And we shouldn't worry about it. So for long term, the main thing is the long term perspective, and to reach such basis, we should serve clients, we should develop our services, and of course marketing is very important as well. Rita is very busy last months, and I think there will be you will see a new. It's not just a hope. I'm quite sure, because I see a marketing plan. So there will be some new PR and marketing programs will be launched very soon. So I'm quite positive about our future, like in long term, and the same in the short-term perspective. So this is going in the right direction. Okay. If you have some other question, let's go to the next question. Or if you have not, we could finish our MA for today.
Yes, you can write to us for our admins in our chat. We will quick answer for your questions. And the next question, it's not the end, from Football Academy of Nigeria. I understand, Max, however, it's not true that the tokens we hold loses more value with the airdrops. What plans does UBX have to preserve our investment? it is also not last question for math.
Sorry, there is a very.
I'm sorry, I will send it in the chat. One moment, please.
Could you repeat, please, because there was some background noise. Hello. Rita, could you repeat, please, because there was a background noise and we have still big issues with technical part. So could you repeat, please? Or just you can forward to me, for example, send it to Telegram, because I can't help me. Just a moment.
One moment, please. You last, but not last question. 1 second. Sending.
I see about airdrops. I see. We should find and maybe publish again. We have there was an article on our medium described in details our idea about distribution of our liquidity fund. Let me explain a little bit deeper. Maybe I just repeat some points described in this article. There was a problem with that we had. Our initial plan was to make some quite a complicated system to balance liquidity and to provide liquidity to market and to absorb it like central banks doing it with currencies, but after quite at least 1 or maybe 2 years of discussion with including with specialists in economy and with doing a lot of different models, we come up to ideas that we don't need to define and to use such funds to make some to provide additional liquidity or and to manage and to somehow change and influence on a price of the currency. So we decided to distribute this fund between token holders. But we decided not to make it just at once or just make a billion. There was a very important idea to provide liquidity on daily basis in a long-term perspective. But there was a different ratio of amount of coins distributed daily, and this ratio is decreasing every year. I will find and I think we should publish this link to this article. There are some very important ideas, including some ideas why we could provide liquidity in first year more than next year, and why we should decrease it every year. So so it was the way how we should provide liquidity. Just a moment. How we should provide the liquidity, and how we should protect our current holders from losing value of the coins they hold. Because if you hold some amount, you receive the proportionally everyone receive some amount of value. So no loss of value, because it could be true if we distributed and dropped coins for free to some new people. I mean, not token holders, not coin holders. But if everybody receive the same amount, I mean proportionally, you have no problems with value. So we just need to publish this article again. Don't want to repeat all these points and waste your time, guys. So.
Thank you.
Rita, I will find. I know you're quite new here, so I will find this article and send it to you, and please publish to community. If there are some questions, it should be explained in details, and it would be better to find this article and publish it. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Max, and we will be happy to answer your other question in writing for our admins. Thank you for your understanding, friends. Stay tuned for new cool news with us. Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Okay.